Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Waharakah Kodash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and honors to you, brothers out there in the highways and the byways, teaching His word in all sincerity and in truth. Now, this miscreant, Vocab Malone, he been reaching out to different various brothers from London when they're doing their live streams, trying to find our location. Hella desperate, like a slut. Hella desperate, seeking the attention. And so I thought I'd address it, in the spirit to make a point, because we're this truth isn't about us and our egos, and it definitely ain't about you. All right. If we speak about you, it's because of what you represent, which is goofy Christianity, and we're set up to break down that stronghold. But you as an individual, all right, ultimately, in the grand scheme of this great work, you're insignificant. All right, you cannot stop this. You're not that important that we need to stop what we're doing and invite you, and we need to debate with you in person, and we need to go backward and forward. We ain't got to do all that. You've been to various Great Millstone camps, and we've seen that you operate with a lack of sincerity. You're not actually there to find out the truth or to prove the truth. You're there to establish your lie, right? You don't really care what we got to say or what we bring out in the spirit, because from your standpoint, there's nothing we can say that is right anyway. You're here to forward the philosophy and the belief of so-called white supremacy. And in that system, we could never be spiritual pioneers, right? You do not believe that we could receive a spiritual understanding that you haven't received, because you're a racist. All right, we could never be the prophets, or we could never be prophets, simply because we're so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. And that's your angle. You are Satan, and we understand that your job is to be the adversary. But here it is, he's saying, where you at? I'm in London, as if, so we got to jump to and say, yeah, we're here, come. Like we need you. Like we need to have a discourse with you. We don't have to, listen, listen, let me tell you something, Vocab. This is me, Pete, speaking personally. In the world, you wouldn't even be around me. If you came around, man would send you to the shop to get man 2 Dragon Stout, and you come back and shut up. Like, because you're a lame, point blank, period. And that's in the world. But we in this truth, so we keep it spiritual, and we do everything for edification's sake. And there ain't no edification in dealing with you right now. There ain't no edification to be had. We're not going to give you that satisfaction nor that limelight. You've been exposed, and you're going to stay exposed. And we're going to keep doing what we got to do. Now, he said, why are you hiding though? As if, he's trying to attack our ego because he wants to come and make a spectacle for himself. So he's trying to, like when you got a real desperate hoe, and she dirty, she got herpes. She been with man, all kind of man. She been banging man hanging out outside the bookies, right? She been banging out man hanging outside the bookies, and you're like, ugh. And so she comes try to stick it on you, like, oh yeah, come to my yard or do this, that, and the other. And you're like, nah. So the first thing she gonna say, oh, you gay. No, bitch, I ain't gay. I just don't wanna pop you because you dirty. We're not hiding from you because you ain't no one to hide from. We just don't want to deal with you because you dirty. And you're desperate for the attention. It says, proving that you are afraid right now. Well, I got a scripture for you. Because first of all, there's no avenue of life that we could ever be afraid of a lame like you, because you're lame in every iteration of life. You're a lame. You understand that? Whether it's carnal or spiritual, You do not invoke fear. You invoke as much fear as a big pussy gal. There is no form of formidability or fear that you could ever place upon the heart of another man. You are you're just a big pussy gal. That's how we look at you, man. You, what's there to fear from you? You ain't no one in the scriptures. You ain't mighty with the scriptures, and you ain't confounding no one. You ain't got that ability. All right. This is 2 Timothy's 1:7. It says, "For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." We have a sound mind. The apostles, our apostles and elders have met you and have dealt with you. And guess what? You didn't accept the correction. So our other brothers, our big brothers in Dallas have met you. And other brothers, I believe the Chicago brothers, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong on that. The big brothers in Chicago have met you. And so you're going to come to London now. What are we going to say that's different to our big brothers and our elders? We ain't going to say nothing different. And you're going to come in the same foul, antagonistic, Satan-like spirit, which you're only there to be against. You're not there to, okay, you're right on that. You will never say we're right on anything, because you're the devil that the Bible speaks of. You're only there to deceive. And we understand that. So because we have that sound mind, we don't have to be drawn out by your antics. So, you know, man's talking about how prove that you are afraid. Okay, you can have that if that's your belief. But we're not afraid of you in any way, because we'll tear you to pieces with the scriptures 100%. And if it comes to the carnal thing, we sure as hell ain't afraid of a lame like you. On on any listen, in any multiverse, in any alternate universe, there's no universe where you put fear in any man's heart. So let's not play those kind of games. We're big men. You're not gonna draw a man out with that kind of foolishness. We're men of maturity, and our egos are in check. So you can stay wherever you are in Croydon and have a nice day. We're gonna keep doing what we're doing, which is edifying the elect of Israel, which is our purpose, our number one purpose. Man talking about slaughter me in person then. You sound like a batty boy. They tell him, what you gotta tell a next man to slaughter you in person? Yeah, man sound like a batty boy. But anyway, let's get some more scriptures. You know, we ain't out here on your time. All right. We're out here on the Most High's time. Right. He's the one paying us, man, and we got a job to do. And it ain't about you. You come around and bring all your goofy Christianity. We've already destroyed Christianity 50 million times over. Like, what do you think this is? BDSM. We ain't here to just beat up on man. That's your thing. All right. We talk about you. We don't need to talk to you. That's fruitless. You're swine, and you've shown yourself to be swine. This is Ephesians, the 4th chapter. I love this chapter because it just tells you what you need to know. All right, this is verse 11. And he gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors and some teachers. There's different offices, different men with various gifts and offices within this ministry. You met the chief of us, which is the apostles and elders. And I believe you, if I'm not mistaken, you might have met them more than once. Right? You might have met in New York. You might have met Apostle Ricard or someone like that somewhere else. But the point of the matter is, you've met our apostles and elders, and they broke it down to you, right? And you weren't trying to listen. You weren't trying to listen because your ears ain't open, really, because you're a devil. You can't be edified. You're Satan incarnate. So what am I gonna what do I need to meet you in person for? What do I need to meet you in person for? I don't understand. Cause you wanna get you wanna do a live stream and get views for your channel. We don't need you, man. And most of those Jake that's following you on your channel, they already know about us, and they goofy anyway. They've rejected the truth anyway. So we're not gonna keep flogging the dead horse. The horse is dead. If the horse was gonna resurrected, it would have resurrected long time ago. You man are dead. All the man that's following you are a bunch of dead men and dead women. that ain't gonna hear this truth anyway. They're caught up on the under a spell of Christianity, and it doesn't matter what you tell them. Ears they have not, having ears they hear not, having eyes they see not. They're blinded from this truth, and they're going to cheerlead any foolishness that comes out of your mouth, whether it makes sense in the spirit in the scriptures or not. All right, he gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors and teachers. For what purpose? For the perfecting of the saints. Who are the saints? Who are the holy people of the Most High? The Israelites, and the Israelites only. The only people that can be holy are the Israelites. The Lord chose Israel to be a holy people unto himself. Everybody can't be holy. If you're of another nation, you cannot be holy. You are of the outer court. The temple had an outer court for a reason. And yes, the heathen could worship the Most High. They could pray to the Most High, but that didn't make them holy. They were in the outer court. They were in the court with the women that were the lepers, and the women that were during their monthly, and anyone else who was ceremonially unclean. That's where you heathens were. There's no ritual, there's no way for a heathen to be made holy. The saints are the Israelites. All right. Point blank, period. In fact, Ephesians 4, we're going to come back. Let's get into that. Deuteronomy 7. All right. Just get Deuteronomy 7 and 6. It says, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. The Lord already chose him, a chosen seed, a chosen nation. Now you get this big fat pussy come and tell you about, oh well, when he said to Abraham about his seed, Abraham didn't know he wasn't talking about his physical seed. What are you talking about? So if it wasn't Abraham's physical seed, then who went down into Egypt and was delivered from Egypt? The Most High told Abraham that seed was going to go into Egypt, but you're saying the seed weren't physical. So who went into Egypt then? Was it not the Israel? Wasn't it not the physical seed? Doesn't the scriptures tell Israel that Israel is the seed of Abraham? Hold on, dog. Let me read this real quick, and then we're going to get that. But then Vocab Malone will come around in 2024 with his great understanding. Oh, well, Abraham didn't understand. No, you don't understand, you damn devil. All right. God have chosen thee to be a special people upon him unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. The Lord did not set his love upon you, which proves the Lord don't love everyone. It says the Lord set his love upon who? Israel. He didn't set his love upon all nations. The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because you were more in number than any people. For ye were the fewest of all people. This is a seed of people. But he's saying Abraham didn't know that it was... Yo, that's why we can't... I don't even want to see you, bro. I'm telling you straight up, I don't even want to see you. And if you see me in London, if you see me, Rakaya Kwam, in London, just keep walking. Don't even try to talk to me. Because I'm just going to tell you to suck your mother, like, straight up. I ain't got no conversation to have with you. 100%, like, it's going to have to go there. SYM. Real. I ain't got nothing else to say to you, man. You are this filthy, disgusting devil to me, man. You're not even worthy of a discord from me personally. Say, while you're here in London, if you buck up on me, just keep walking. Because we ain't got nothing to talk about. Trust me, we ain't got nothing to talk about. You're a disrespectful, hateful demon. I know exactly what you are. I don't want you around me. I don't want your nasty aura around me. You can keep that moving. Go visit some Catholic church somewhere. You had the nerve to say that GMS is the worst group on the planet Earth. We, the Great Millstone, are the worst group of people on the planet Earth. When you got the Catholic Church, right, opening up little boys' backsides for years, busting. Listen, we have to get graphic. I'm sorry for if there's children watching. Like, it's listen, just turn this off because this is adult in nature. It's gonna have to get graphic to really drive home what's going on. Man in the Catholic Church were putting their rods in altar boy's mouth and busting off in man's mouth, busting off in a little boy's mouth, and then telling the little boy to wash his mouth out with holy water and it's okay to keep maths. This is what these men were doing. These men were having orgies and all sorts with little boys. Wholesale, whether it was Ireland, the UK, America, all over the world. And the establishment knew about it and they would just do musical chairs with these priests when everything would come out. We're talking about tens of thousands of children molested in a real way. We're not talking about a man patting a youth on the back. I'm talking of busting nuts on and inside young boys, and even the girls are getting molested by the nuns. That's come out. Real madness is going on. And this man had the nerve to say that we're the worst group on the planet Earth. Blood, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I don't want to know you. We don't need to conversate. You've had your interaction. Maybe other great millstone man, the spirits on them, and if it need be, they'll conversate. But don't listen. In London, we ain't dealing with you, so don't come try see us. Don't come try see us. And I know the elder Ramah. He's on the same spirit. You just need to keep it pushing, bro. Telling you straight up, man. You scum. All right. The Lord did not set his love upon you nor choose you because you were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people. But because the Lord loved you and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers, hath the Lord brought you out with a mighty hand and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen from the hand of Pharaoh, the king of Egypt. Now, when you go to Yahushai in the book of Luke, it's the same thing. It's because of that oath that the Lord made with Abraham why the Israelites were sent a Messiah, to keep the oath with the same seed. And so the deliverance from Egypt was because of that oath, and the deliverance now from Babylon is going to be for the same cause, because the Lord made a oath with Abraham that he would never forsake his seed. Look at look, yo, right? This is Luke 1 and 54. He hath holpen his servant Israel in remembrance of his mercy, as he spake up to our fathers, to Abraham and his seed forever. This man talking about, man. We done cut Christianity to a million pieces, spirit bomb that, and the man are still coming back. And the reason they're coming back is because they're like the deaf adder, man. He don't want to know the truth. When the Edomites have been done away with, you fool. Oh, well, Deuteronomy 28:68 happened 2 times already. Oops. So if it happened twice, it can't happen a third time. Oops, you fool. You're just confirming that the prophecies can reiterate more than once. So you still didn't really come up against our point that the transatlantic trade was a fulfillment of Deuteronomy 28:68. You goofy. That's why we can't deal with you, because you're not here to you make sense. You're just here to lie. You're just here to lie and to squirm and to worm. We ain't got time for all that foolishness. Ain't nobody got time for that. The seed of Abraham, my friend. The seed of Abraham are the Israelites. It is a physical seed. All right. So if you ain't from the lineage of Abraham through Isaac and Jacob, the ministry ain't for you. All right. Right, this is Isaiah 41:8. But thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend. That's it. But this guy would tell you, oh, well, no, when he said the seed of Abraham, Abraham didn't know it wasn't talking about the physical seed. So what was Isaiah talking about? Who was Isaiah talking to? Was he not talking to a physical seed? Tell you, this man an idiot, yo. Telling you straight up. That's why we can't talk with these fools, man. We ain't got no time. There's only so much you can entertain a fool. Then you have to just make mockery of him and move on, but you can't entertain him. You're not gonna get an invite to our assembly. For what? Oh yeah, yeah, come true. Nah. Stay where you are, wherever you are, wearing a dress or whatever kind of Batman business you are dealing with, wherever you there. Keep that Batman energy where you are, man. We don't want that around us, man. We don't roll that way. Yeah? Cause like I said, even in the world, man, wouldn't really have a youth like you hanging around because your energy is off anyway. Off the bat. Man, pick up the mic and start spit, and then you start jumping on. Man would take the mic from you. Listen, I know man that would have Yo, if you ever tried jumping on the mic with the man them that we was with, you would have got slapped up one time. Who's this you? Who brought him round here? Send man to shop for 2 dragon and make you pay for it on top of that. On a mad thing. Anyway, yeah, let's keep it moving in the same thing with the scriptures. Yeah. So listen, the Lord is the holy people that the Lord has chosen to be holy are the Israelites. Now the scripture says sanctify them, right? Sanctify them through thy truth. That's talking about the Israelites, man. That's John the 7th chapter. Right? We're being sanctified by this truth. You ain't being sanctified because you can't be. You're a heathen. This truth could never resonate with your spirit anyway and sanctify you and make you holy. The word sanctify means to make holy. The Israelites are being sanctified by this truth, by this ministry. Scripture speaks about sanctification of the spirit through belief of the truth. You can't believe the truth. So what we got to talk about? You cannot believe the truth. And you're not a genuine individual, because when it comes to them JOOs, you ain't got the same energy. Because they're claiming to be the seed of Israel and they're killing people and doing all kind of madness, and you ain't got the same energy. That's because you're a racist. And really on top of that, you're also a pussyo, because you know if you come up against them JOOs heavy, then you can, for all that monetization that you're doing, right, will be cut, because that man will come after you and cut your monetization if you start teaching the covenant theology against, because you'll use covenant theology replacement theology against us. But when you had your JOO friends on the show, you never tried to come at them with no covenant theology. That's why when you had them on around October 7th, oh, you don't want to deal with prophecy, because you know you're going to have to deal with, well, do those people actually have a right to the land? Because you believe, according to replacement theology, that the covenant people is now the church. Now, if the land is a part of the covenant, that means the land belongs to the church. It don't belong to the Jews anymore. But you don't want to address that because the Christian replacement theology is considered to be anti-Semitism. And you ain't got the backbone to come up against them guys. You probably work for them. But even if you don't work for them, you ain't got the backbone to come up against them. Your only reason you're coming up against the Hebrew Israelite is because monetarily, right, it suits you, and the vast majority of the people are on your side. You ain't no Braveheart. You ain't no Braveheart, bro. The reason you believe goofy Christianity is because you got 1 billion people that will cheerlead and clap and tell you, yeah. You wouldn't survive no real persecution according to what you believe in, because you're a worm. You're not a Braveheart, but you're coming around here like you're a Braveheart. You're coming over here to, and furthermore to that, yeah, you're saying how wicked we are and how we're dangerous and we're violent. If you really believe that, you wouldn't be coming here asking for us. You best believe you wouldn't be coming here asking for us. If we were so wicked and violent, yeah, then why are you, because you ain't no bad man like that. You're not a bad man that can defend himself like that. You ain't coming over here. You don't want to mess with us on the cobbles. And we're not going to do nothing to you. And that's why you're asking for our location. Because if we, according to you, we're on badness, right? We're a threat. You know, the Hebrew Israelites, they're violent. They want to do this. If we're so much of a threat, if you actually believe that threat, you wouldn't be coming to London trying to buck up, man. Are you mad? You're not built like that. You and your little cameraman. That man will get your camera taken and that's it. Man will get slapped up and left bleeding on the cobbles. You know that for a fact. If it was on some real badness. But you know within yourself that we're peaceful men. But yet you teach something different. You try and paint us at every opportunity to be some kind of a threat to society. But you best believe if we were the threat that he's saying we are, he wouldn't be looking man up. You think man's going stony, and you think he will come to London and go to them man that's really putting man down? Like, come on. He ain't built like that. But he looking for us though, because he knows ultimately that we ain't gonna do him nothing. So why are you running these campaigns always trying to make us look like we're some kind of beast and we're violent and we're a danger and we need to be dealt with? This is extremism. But we're not extreme enough for a pussy all like you to be asking for our location. Because if we were some real extremists on some real head removal business, I guarantee you won't be trying to get no location. You pussy. And that's how the thing go. So you're not genuine in any way. That's why I can't respect you. There's no genuine. You're just Satan. You're just a little annoying little demon. And that's why we don't want your vibration around. We don't want that around. And you ain't gonna find where we at anyway. Don't come around us. I'm telling you straight up. Because the only thing we're gonna do is we're gonna speak about the JOOs. You're gonna have to address all the dead babies, all the dead children. You're gonna have to. We're not even gonna talk about us. If you ever buck up, we're not talking about us. We are going to talk about the JOOs. We want to know what's going on over there. That's all we're gonna talk about. So it's best you leave us alone. Because we start pulling up pictures of them dead babies and we want to know what's going on. Because we ain't killed no babies, so you need to be addressing them. All them dead Christians they're killing over there, is that cool? Why are you silent? Why aren't you spoken on it? But you ready, if a Hebrew Israelite fart in the elevator, you ready to jump up. Get out of here. Big pussy. That's what you are, man. Anyway, John 17 and 17 says, sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. This word is sanctifying the Israelites. It's making us holy again. It's making us as sons again. It ain't making heathens holy because they can't be made holy. Inherently, they're not holy. It's making the holy people holy again. The saints, all right, as was prophesied. Now, this Ezekiel 37 goes into Revelations 21 and the Holy Jerusalem. All right. This is Ezekiel 37 and 26 says, moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them. That's why Yahushua is known as the Prince of Peace. He brought reconciliation. Reconciliation means to back peace. He brought the ministry of reconciliation, right? Which is what? Bringing back peace between the Israelites, the sons of the Most High, and the Most High himself. That's the covenant of peace. Moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant with them, and I will place them and multiply them, and will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore. That's Revelation, the 21st chapter. That's the Lord dwelling with the Israelites, because we are the temple. It says, my tabernacle also shall be with them. So when you go to Revelation, the 21st chapter, and it says, my tabernacle is with men. Oh, see, it says men, so it's the X-Men, the men in black. You know what I'm saying? Like, every type of man there is on the planet, they want to stick in there. You dickhead. Context means with the text. You get the understanding from one scripture when you read the text in its entirety. So when you go to Ezekiel the 37, which is the prophecy which was spoken before Revelations 21, and it's talking about the exact same event, you know that the men that it's talking about in Revelation 21, in 37, it identifies them as the Israelites. Ezekiel the 37th chapter, my tabernacle also shall be with them. The them who? The Israelites. Yea, I will be their God, and they shall be my people. And I got a whole playlist on my channel. Check it out. Not you, Vocab. Don't check it out. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about those that are listening. If you ain't checked out that playlist, go onto my channel, go to my playlist, and where it says, I will, and they shall be my people. And you will see all the way through the scriptures that has been the will of the Most High, that the Israelites be his people, according to the promise which was made unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And that promise is going to be fulfilled in Yahushua. Simple as that. And the heathen, which is the other nations, the actual other nations, the seed of other nations, which includes vocab, right? The heathen shall know that I, the Lord, do what? Sanctify Israel. Sanctify means to make holy. The saints. when my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore. So the sanctified ones, the people who are the holy people of the Most High, are the Israelites. So when the scriptures speak about the ministry, which being is the perfecting of the saints are the Israelites. This ministry is fulfilling the word that the Lord preached, to sanctify, to build his temple, to place himself as a sanctuary among his people through Yahushai. Yahushai being us, even as he is in the Father, or the Father is in him. All right? We're breaking down the scriptures the right way. And this guy, listen, man, we ain't got time for that. Yeah? So yeah, this guy's in London, but so what? Enjoy yourself. Have a good time and avoid them goons. And if you got AP, make sure you tuck in that AP, because them goons are hungry for them things. Them goons are hungry for the watch. So tuck in your watch, because them man down there, they will definitely be looking to hop off a few peds with a machete, and they will definitely take that off you. So enjoy yourself. All right. Avoid them goons. Right. And then make your way back to America for nuclear destruction. But don't worry about us, because we ain't looking for you. And we don't want to conversate with you. And we definitely ain't scared of you in any way, shape, or form. Because we are more than conquerors in all things. And you think you're some crusader that's going to take us down? You ain't taking nothing down, bro. You best believe that you ain't taking nothing down. You are doing nothing but exercising futility. You ain't going to stop this. You're going into perdition, and that's all that needs to be said. We're going to keep teaching the word the way we doing it, and it's going to go out without you, because you're not necessary, and it's going to do and fulfill the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in the earth. The Lord, through us, is making manifest his knowledge in every place. You just a side character. Stay in your lane. When we want to involve you, don't worry. We'll involve you in the spirit. But you don't dictate nothing out here. You don't dictate our time or anything. Or our presence. So if that, I'm going to say shalom.